Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Commentary's Magic Stream on tonight, Sunday, January 27th, 2019. I am, as always, Grandpaws.
Big Cheese.
Arquette, and with us today, returning special guest.
Ivory Starlight.
Glad to have you here.
Again.
I'm glad to be here.
A returning feature or something.
It be like that sometimes.
They don't think it'd be like that.
But it do.
We've got kind of a fun evening planned here, because mostly the last week has revolved around us sitting around and going, what should we play? I don't know. What do you want to play? I don't know. What do
Unicorns.
You want to play? Unicorns is not the correct answer. I mean, you can play unicorns. I'll just play Alicorn aggro again. And you'll just never draw all the money. It'll be great.
It'll work this time.
Dude, I love that matchup.
Anyway, live deck building last time was a lot of fun, and Core is still a wide open format with all kinds of possibilities to explore. From entire deck concepts, trying to do something wacky, to synergies around particular cards. And so we're going to take a look at a couple of those tonight, but before we do that, we're going to take a look at a patron deck review. Because that's something that we do.
Yeah, it is. So we want to head over to the deck?
Yep. As a reminder, before we get started on the deck review, for those of you who have not already seen, we have announced that store championships are going to be occurring here very soon. There is a sign-up form that we will link here in the chat, and we'll talk about this more after the deck building is done. But those are going to be coming up in February. So if you haven't already spoken with your local game store, if you have one, or your playgroup leader, to fill out the form and reserve your time and space, make sure you do so. All right. So, Cheese, what do we have here for a deck to review?
Well, it's got Silverstream. And
I'm liking this already.
Honk.
I'm still liking this.
And some yellow.
Go on. A little marginal, that one. But go on.
And Troublemakers. Although it looks aggro-y with Troublemakery.
Yep, this is marked as a control deck, a casual control deck, from our patron submitter, who is Railer Shine, who's here in chat. And he says the deck's goal is to use Strawberry Sunrise's move ability to flip Troublemakers face down to refire their uncovered ability, and use all of the eccentric and calming effects to slow down opposing confronts. He said it's just a deck that he thought would be kind of fun to try sometime. It's not meant to be a super strong deck, but just wants to make things really, really sluggish for the opponent.
The dreaded casual control deck.
To be fair, this is a pretty good example of what you can do with casual control without being completely ruthless.
Eccentric.
There is a little bit eccentric here. Shall we count the number of cards with eccentric? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards with eccentric?
Yeah.
Counting the main?
That's a lot. And all but the main and Lyra are 3-ofs.
And then we've got calming and more calming. Ugh.
You know what this deck needs?
More calming?
Yes, that yellow smooth that's both calming and eccentric.
I agree. That yellow smooth would be fantastic here.
But yeah, this deck just seems to say, you're not confronting. No, really, you're not confronting.
I mean, Silverstream's kind of good at that.
I know you thought that you might confront once, but no. And then just out of sheer spite, we've got the Tempest Shadows Easy as Pie in here, so that you can turn your opponent's main back over again, and then move Strawberry Sunrise, and just keep doing that. Forever.
Although I would like to point out that this is a really, really, really bad idea to do against Solano.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do this against Solano.
Probably a bad idea to do against Tempest as well.
Now the 5 AT rock play is kind of interesting. It's a lot, but it is repeatable dismissal.
It is. Since this is in a casual format, I think he's trying not to use incredibly powerful removal like Berry Flop.
I mean, yeah.
And this does show that this is something that these colors are generally going to do, is to remove some friends.
Now, it may be casual goal, but if your deck can't handle this kind of thing, this would be incredibly frustrating to play against.
It's true. I like the 3 cardboard boxes in here so that you can also protect your troublemakers that way.
Yeah. I mean, with AJ not in the meta, like, it still matters, but a little bit less, I would feel. But, I mean, it still works.
You can put them on friends.
Also, you can be a jerk and, like, use Strawberry Sunrise right at the beginning of their confront step, or their challenge step.
So there are other troublemakers that can obviously be used as well that have good abilities when they're uncovered, or to be turned face down. A great example of this that might make it push it a little bit too far is one that Cursed Chords actually just highlighted in his Adventure in Deck Building article this Friday, which is to use this with the EO Smooze that can be prevented from being defeated when he has a +1 power counter on him, and he uncovers with a +1 power counter. So you move Strawberry Sunrise at the end of your opponent's turn, or at the beginning of your turn.
He's back.
And that's really, really hard to get through.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to either get rid of the friend or get rid of the troublemaker without defeating it.
Yep.
I would, however, like to point out that we received this deck submission in advance of Cursed posting that, so...
Yeah, that's fair. So... Railer's kind of on the train of Strawberry Sunrise is going to do fun things, uncovering troublemakers again and again. The only thing I would say here is that the yellow entry is a little bit light, considering you're not running Trading Traditions. You've only got 6 friends that can actually get you into yellow. Oh, no, wait, you got motivational speeches. Never mind.
Yeah, you got 9.
I missed those. Okay. Well, that's fine then.
I will make a small note about... I legitimately do believe a second chance is better than Royal Breakfast as an opening here. Just for the sheer infuriatingness of Silverstream. But
yeah, the extra. Oh, okay. Oh, but this one is you always draw the card versus potentially gaining an AT. But
correct. And the confront requirements are higher for you. Well, they're higher for both people on Royal Breakfast compared to being much more in your favor.
Significantly higher for you.
Yeah. There are pros and cons to each one.
Yeah.
Something to consider.
I feel like I would rather see another yellow friend rather than motivational speech.
I'd like to see the Smooze in here. I think that's a really good one. And Dip in the Pool might be a good replacement spot for that.
Perhaps.
The other thing to look at is how many friends are playable here at the very beginning. And you've got Cherry Berries, Kettle Corns, Angels, and Thoraxes. But thankfully, you really only need 1 friend with Silverstream, because likely the opponent's going to have at least 1 character at a problem.
What is her flip condition?
With a problem with at least 2 other characters.
Okay.
Her flip condition is
problem.
She's grinning at you. Waiting.
Overall, fun list though. Definitely kind of a nice introduction to a different kind of control than we normally end up seeing. And something that would probably do very well in a casual format. Any other thoughts from anyone?
It's a darn shame that her parents are in the wrong colors for this.
Yeah, I know. What can you do?
Who are her parents?
Ocean Flow and Skybeak.
Is she related to Terramore?
Yes?
Siblings?
Did you not? Oh, of course you didn't watch the episodes.
I watched the episode. I kind of
No, you
forgot
didn't.
about it, though.
No, you didn't. I don't believe you.
He's waiting for the DWK recap.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, except we can't talk about that.
No, we can't. All right. Thank you for the deck submission, Railer. All right. With that, let's get into some live deck building madness this evening. We've got 2 ideas that we want to try to explore, and if we have time, we'll try to take a suggestion for the third one.
Premier Block Popper.
Okay.
We're sticking with core.
Core block popper.
Core Block Opulence.
You guys just want to burn things.
They do.
So
Yes.
you know where you always start with a deck? That's right. Ponyhead.
Correct. Shameless plug.
I don't know if it needs plugging.
Yeah. I don't
This-
believe there's any plugging that can be done here.
Still shameless plug.
No, totally shameful plug, because that was shame right there, is what that was.
Shame.
So, Beyond Block Commons. Okay.
Nope. Nope. We're gonna try.
Seems
for the-
good, let's go.
No. Stop it. Stop it.
Solano.
Stop it. Well, we might actually be sticking with Solano. Because the first deck we're going to try and build is around a synergy between 2 cards. One of which is new and the other one is not. So the first one we're looking at is a blue-purple kind of AT-based aggro deck that's going to be using Similo Duplexus in conjunction with the new Daring Do friend.
So, Simple Duplexus. During the next core phase, there's an additional confront step for each problem.
It's a 4-cost event, so it's a little pricey.
When you confront this card's problem, gain 1 action token.
Yep. So the goal here is we're going to use Daring Do, as many copies as we can get, along with Similo Duplexus to offset some of the cost of playing Similo. And we're going to use a bunch of dilemmas. And, in theory, immediate speed movement, like Rainbow Dash and First Mate Mullet, or agile characters, or Ever Vigilant, maybe even hasty cards
There you
through
go.
Under the Wire.
There's a bunch of dilemmas.
Okay, that's a few too many dilemmas. Let's dial it back there a little bit.
I don't think we want any of the purple ones.
No, we do not want any of the
I
purple
scrolled.
ones.
Oops.
I also do not think that we want Canterlot Infiltration. And Washout Performance is a little bit high of a confront rec, but we might want to keep that in just because it is a 3rd dilemma. And it is technically free.
So while we're thinking about dilemmas, I think there's a couple of problems that are immediate includes as well.
Yep, I agree with you. You want to name them?
The one where Scootaloo is getting shot out of a... I don't remember what that thing's called, honestly. Surprise takeoff, there we go. Yeah, that thing.
Plushie with an IE, maybe?
I don't think we have that as an alias.
I am so
We obviously
annoyed at
need
you
to
right
fix
now,
that.
Ara.
Deal with it. I mean, I'll go add it, but then I'm going to make you regenerate Ponyhead for it.
Yep. So,
What was that again?
Surprise Takeoff?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, surprise takeoff, and I think the other one was probably daring escape, because you get to move stuff.
Correct.
But not the one that was accidentally overcosted, right? Or overracked.
Okay. Then what we want to look at are cards that are going to either move at immediate speed or allow us to move our other characters at immediate speed. The first one that comes to mind is Plushy Dash, which Cheese will continue to try to type an alias for that will not come up.
I don't remember her name.
Rainbow
Swinging
Dash and
Wonders.
First Mate Mullet.
What else are you looking for?
Well, this is going to be an AT expensive deck.
So
And
do we want...
Where's our entry?
Read the manual?
we're doing Read the Manual. That is definitely happening. And it's also useful to have some characters that are going to be capable of getting us into our secondary color while also offsetting.
Have we actually
AT
decided
cost.
what our primary color is?
It's blue.
Okay, so it's Selena.
It's either Seleno or Bluna. And I think Seleno's probably correct because turn 1 flip Seleno, turn 2 read the manual is really good.
You're going to go Trading Traditions then?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're not doing Bluna, then that also opens up several card slots because we don't need to pour a bunch of Hasty Friends in here as well.
Correct. Now, if we have hasty friends that can end up moving our other stuff, then that's obviously really good. But it does require extra card slots to make that happen, usually. I think a great friend for us to run here, since we'll be flipping Seleno on turn 1 most of the time, is going to be the new Starlight Glimmer.
The guidance counselor?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's some AT.
Another card that is also going to be very useful, both
There
for...
are more Starlights than there are Trixies.
I hope Hithrock isn't here.
Oh dear.
Actually, no, because one of them was Starlight's Lackey. Never mind, it's the same number.
Okay. I think another card that would end up working very well here, both for entry and making it easier for us to confront some of these problems, is going to be Join the Herd. It is expensive,
It is.
but it gives our main +2 power and a color, which would allow Seleno to single-handedly confront almost any dilemma that's in our deck.
Yeah. So what other... Purple. And what other entry? The 4 rec on Similo is a little annoying.
It is, which is part of why Join the Herd also works well,
Yeah.
because it gets us through.
But it also points to more friend-based entry rather than just Join the Herd or whatever it's called. Fire Friendship.
Yes. Well, let's take a look at the Royal Archive, and let's see if we can find
look what I already
any
have
other...
up.
If we can find some other multicolor friends that would work well.
Alright, did we ever get a way to request core in the API?
Nope.
/me files bug report.
Nah.
So
Yes, I
we could
should
use...
probably have something about that, but eh.
We could use Twilight and Spike Ultimate Organizers. They do allow us to move one of our characters at immediate speed. It costs us some AT, but it can work.
I like that card in control-y decks. I don't know how it fares here. Yeah, I don't know if we're huge fans of any of the entry purple cards.
Shining Armor is a fine card, but we're not really going to have any synergy with Troublemakers despite the fact that we're running Seleno. So we're currently at 30 out of 45. I think a pair of the Twilight and Spikes is probably okay.
We can take a look.
Of course, the great thing here is if we can move Daring Do and then confront the other problem, then that can be really nice. Flash Magnus is a card that would be nice to have here because it has built-in Agile, Swift, and is a large body.
Yeah, just Agile Swift is kind of crazy.
The problem is Lightning Dust, who is the other built-in Agile Swift, has only 2 power.
Yeah.
Well, we obviously need to take this tricolor and dump a Princess Twilight Friends Forever in there, and then make them all huge.
That would make it quad color.
Seems good. Let's do it.
Yeah, orange and yellow.
So, as far as entry right now, we just have Join the Herd and Guidance Counselor and the Twilight and Spike and Daring Do, which are all playable off of Trading Traditions.
Is Twilight and Spike tradable? No.
We're going to flip Seleno turn 1.
Sure. I don't like only having 3 ways. Like, if there are decks that get rid of Trading Traditions on turn 2. And
Absolutely there are.
potentially.
Yeah,
turn
about that.
1.
How about we not have that problem and get some entry?
Okay, so what do we want to use for entry here?
So that's what I was looking at over here. And none of it feels amazing.
I think I think Stellar Flare is one of the better options here.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards. Like,
just because she's a 2/02 with any kind of ability. Now, the owls are great and all, but you don't have purple necessarily, which gets you the Meticulous. Now, that might be a good reason to include those because later on. And same thing from chat with Magical Pony. Those are potentially useful, but arguably we have better ways to do that.
yeah, like you're not really like pushing people or characters away isn't really your game plan here. I mean, you do have. I guess you already have the Ultimate Organizers, which does that, but
yeah. So Stellar Flare and maybe the 2/02 Owl.
I don't know if we need more than the 6 entry.
Considering we'll likely have at least one body from trading.
Yeah. I'm happy with just the 6.
Now we're going to need some resource removal here.
Hyper Beam. I don't actually know if that's the best here, but
Well, we've got Starlight, Stellar Flare, and that's it for unicorns. It is playable with just 2 rec, though.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Let's see. Taking a look at other cards that could potentially allow us to move at immediate speed.
Now, how about a card that doesn't let stuff move at immediate speed, but is arguably still kind of good? What do you think about Pegasus Chariot?
So Pegasus Chariot is tricky because you need to use it
Here's where we are
4
right now.
times. You need to use it 4 times to be AT efficient, counting playing the card itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a sink of 7 AT in order for it to be an AT efficient play in what we're kind of doing as like a combo deck almost.
And it's also arguably not playing into our game plan.
Yeah, it's a little rough. It's a good card, but I don't know if this deck is the right fit for it.
Sure. And I was pretty sure that was going to be the answer, but it's also worth discussing why it's not going into this deck.
Absolutely.
So taking a look at what we have so far, what are we thinking?
So the nice thing is, because we're relying on so many dilemmas, troublemakers aren't that much of a problem for us.
Yeah.
That being said, it would be nice to have efficient ways to play some of our cards or to move some of our characters that were already out there, so I think a pair of a Changeling Can Changes might be good.
I guess that gets us some cost reduction too, which is a good reason to run that over Dream Cav, maybe.
You said a pair?
Yeah, a pair of them.
Okay, that leaves us with 2 slots left.
If only there were a way we could get some more
movement,
more immediate speed movement. Like, there are ways we can get more immediate speed movement, but they require dedicating substantially more card slots.
Sorry, I don't know how to spell immediate.
I don't think we want to Vigilant here.
I think the other two that we could end up... so the Werefrog asked, do we have any way to pump up Daring Do? Join the Herd can pump up Daring Do, which is nice. Rainbow Connection is good in face-offs, but we're trying to score most of our points just by confronting problems multiple times.
Right, we don't
Defend
necessarily...
the hive!
In yellow. Perfect, flawless.
Would Thunderlane be a good include here?
So I think the choice... That's a good suggestion, Ivory.
Spicy.
It is.
I think the choice is between either running Thunderlane or running Skystinger.
Who's Skystinger?
Skystinger is a 3-cost 3-power friend with 4 rec in blue that has Swift while we have 3 or fewer cards in hand, but always have, when you move this card to a problem, you may move another one of your characters to that problem.
Yeah.
He is mono blue. He also does not have the word immediate on him, which is why you're not seeing it there in the search.
Yeah, no, I knew he wouldn't be in there. I was looking at what else we had. With 4 rec?
4 rec in our primary color.
Yeah, so it's
fine.
not immediate, but...
But if we have any way to move him at immediate speed...
That's why I like having the Ever-Vigilant in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Ever-Vigilant is very good, especially if we end up in a turn where we can run this with, like, 2 dilemmas.
Yeah, because you're moving 4 characters. It's amazing.
Yeah. Now, the deck is clearly going to have...
we need to fill out the rest of the problems.
Oh, sure. I think To Griffinstone is an auto-include. Lacking Lesson Plans is another very good one. And that probably does it.
Yeah.
So shall we take a look at the deck?
Yep, already brought it up.
It's reasonably spicy.
So there is an obvious weakness that is here. And that is that, short of this plan of just kind of aggroing really hard, we have very little interaction with our opponent.
Hey, we have Flash Magus. It's enough.
We do have Flash Magnus. We've got 3 of him, in fact, because he's really good. And we've got Twilight and Spike. We've got a couple copies of that.
So I think what I just took away from this is that Thunderlane does not pass the Flash Magnus test.
Nice.
Anemoy asks whether we should always include Easy as Pie with Seleno. If we were trying to build the best Seleno deck possible, I don't think we would be going in this direction.
Yeah. I do wonder if we should drop Flash for a another Twilight and Spike.
I think that's probably correct.
Yeah.
The immediate speed movement is just so good with Daring Do. Now, the other thing that we could end up running as well that would be a little spicy would be to drop like an Ever Vigilant or something, or some number of things here, and run Interdimensional Portal to portal our Rainbow Dash and First Mate Mullet.
Yeah, that would be a bit spicy.
It also gives you a very limited offensive tool if you need one.
Right.
You could drop an Ever Vigilant in a Dilemma, like a Watch Out's performance.
Uh-huh. Well, it's two less for your next friend this turn. For washouts.
Yeah. I was saying drop one.
Oh, drop a washouts. And an Ever Vigilant for 2 IDPs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kinda like that. Just gets us a little more interaction. Rayler says the issue with 3 Magnuses is if, say, your opponent can't mess with him, that's a spot that's missed. I mean, sure. But if the opponent isn't capable of disrupting us, then we're in really good shape.
Yeah.
Because this deck is going to score, potentially, a lot of points. And while it will expend a lot of resources at the beginning, it might not expend that many resources by the end of its turn. That's kind of the fun thing here, is this is an expensive setup. Similo costs 4. But we're going to potentially be regaining a lot of that AT through Daring Do. An important thing to remember when using Similo is that you may choose the order to process your confronts, and you can process both confronts for one particular problem before you move to confront another problem, or you may stagger them.
So be prepared to do an entirely new kind of aggro math.
Yeah. So, like, you could do Daring Do's confronts first, get enough action tokens to play Ever Vigilant, to then go confront someplace else.
Yep. That seems kind of fun. Don't know if it would actually end up working, but it's a neat little trick, and you've definitely got some efficient movement in here.
You want to play with like 5 problems and then double confront with Daring Do at each one of them.
The dream, right?
Yeah, 10 AT. I mean, it'll cost you that much for each, or it'll cost you like 2 for each problem, but...
So, what are we calling this deck?
I don't know.
Chat, give us some suggestions for names. Ivory, what did you say?
Oh, I actually hadn't said anything.
Well, give us some feedback here.
Remember, it's got to be really grown worthy.
Oh, for the name?
Yeah. I mean, we've been over this before. The most important part of a deck is how grown worthy the name is.
Truth. We've got kind of some pirate stuff going. It's not really a lot of pirate.
It's 2 pirates. We've got Starlight and Sunburst's mom. And more Starlight. And more Starlight. How many Starlights are there? Is it just 3?
There's 3.
It's really kind of a shame that we're not running Dip in the Pool here. Just Starlight tokens everywhere.
I think if we swap Werefrog's suggestion and we do Daring Duplexus, I kind of like that.
All right, that's pretty groan worthy. I'm liking
Yeah.
it.
I don't think we're going to get better or worse than that.
In the same way, yes.
All right, Daring Duplexus. Let's link the deck list here.
I'll get it
here.
Yeah. We need to go deeper and just call it Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy.
All right, so that is Daring Duplexus. All right, Cheese, you had a suggestion for our second deck. Why don't you take the lead on this one?
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Oh, wait, no, I already had it. There it is. Okay, there we go. So, I was thinking about doing a deck using Stygian Falsely Accused, who puts a token copy of a resource into play. And there's a couple ways you can do this. You can try to combo with him, but it's not terribly interesting right now. But so much more interesting way I thought would be try to abuse just all of the interplay effects on resources. Or just like really valuable resources. And so we're going to start off with 3 Stygians. Let's see what he looks like. There he is. Cool. So the first question is, well, I guess there's a couple questions we can ask, is what resources are really good with him? And what main do we use? So we can start off by looking at our resources that are available.
And throughout this, it's going to be important to remember that while we definitely do want to build enough resources in our deck for Stygian to copy, if the opponent happens to have some good resources as well, as long as it's not Desert Road, we can make token copies of those too.
Top Keck.
Yeah. So in terms of, and sadly, dilemmas are not resources when in play.
Right.
So
token copies of Star Swirl's Journal.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the value.
Oh, such value.
So, in terms of... Oops. Stupid zoom. In terms of actual entering play effects, I think our strongest thing is Cybernetic Wing Actuator.
Limb Actuator?
Yes, Limb Actuator. And we're not... Well, so there's also not just looking at things that have effects when they interplay, there's also just, like, valuable resources.
Hey, Mechanical. Cybernetic Limb Actuator is unique, Anemoy, but it doesn't stop us from getting the trigger or being able to move that extra 3 power onto a different friend if we so choose. So even though we won't be able to keep multiple in play, we likely wouldn't be stacking those on the same friend anyway.
Also, I'd like to file a bug report. It looks like a strikeout instead of a horizontal line. Where's Yoshi?
It does look like a strikeout.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's add some wing actuators here.
Huh.
No, another good resource...
Why does it not... Oh, come on.
Another good resource would be...
Oh, it's limb, not wing. Okay.
Yes. If we had any changelings, I would say
Princess Mask?
The Princess Mask.
I mean, we can go in changelings, like, we're white.
That's true. We do have quite a few changelings in
now,
white.
Blue, not so much, but...
Not in core, anyway. There is that one blue changeling in Harmony.
Oh yeah, the frightening one.
It's not very good for us.
It's an okay card.
It's a fine card.
More importantly, it's
easier to do in Ponyhead.
And more importantly, it's not a neon changeling.
I think it is important to know has the tendency to do a lot better in Harmony than in Core. So while we'll be looking at some of the stuff here in Core today, there's a lot of options that are pretty good in Harmony as well.
Yeah. So, Castle of Friendship's a little interesting, being able to play it for 1 AT cheaper. And out of the general color that gets that, so you're not in purple.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still getting it at 2 AT. I don't know if it's worth it, but we can try.
It's not a bad choice. If we really want to make Stygian work well, are we going to run Herd of Adoring Fans?
So that's the question.
So that we can make more Stygians?
Yeah. Well...
So the Werefrog asks, how does Herd of Adoring Fans work with Stygian? The answer is if you play Herd of Adoring Fans on Stygian, you get a token copy of Stygian. However, Herd of Adoring Fans only triggers when you play the card. So if you make a token copy of Herd of Adoring Fans, you're not playing it, you're just putting it into play, and you won't get a token copy of something.
So sadly, you don't get infinite copies of Stygian, which you could then play Cloney, My Little Cloney, and then
you don't need to play Cloney. You just have those 2 cards, and you have infinite power.
Yeah, no, but then you can turn it into infinite other resources.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, there is absolutely a Cloney combo that just uses Stygian and Castle of Friendship. It doesn't make token copies of Castle of Friendship, but it does make token copies of Stygian.
So, now the problem if we're trying to do both Herd of Adoring Fans and Cybernetic Wing Actuator is that you're in 3 colors now. Which is asking a lot.
But you know what some of the best entry is in Core right now?
No.
It's on resources.
I mean, yeah. It would need to be motivational speech.
Yeah.
Or singing barrel. Ugh, I think you have to barrel here.
Probably both.
Now, I know white has some resource cost reduction in it.
I think it's mostly accessories.
It might be.
Let's take a look.
Now, we would like do something with these resources, not just have a bunch of resources.
Pay less for accessory, pay less for accessory. That's basically it's all going to be accessory cost reduction.
So terrible.
Oh, no, wait. No, there is... Oh, look, a white changeling that reduces the cost of the next resource that we got.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. That's from the new set, right?
Yeah, Arista.
Yeah. That's the one I was thinking of.
Okay. Well, let's jam some of those in there. It's likely that we end up going white as our primary color anyway.
I'm going to stick in Princess Mask for now. We'll see if it gets to stay.
Do you want to grab some wake-up calls while you're here?
I was looking at it, but do I really want to go control?
Yeah, that's the question. Changeling Throne is unique. Animoy says preemptive flick. If we do end up going a control route, I think that would be another possible choice, although I do really like Accessorized as well.
There's a stupid mask. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, Accessorized is really annoying.
Oh, fine, I guess we're going control.
We don't have to go control. We are actually heavier on aggro right now.
But it's just because of the wing actuator.
It's not just the wing
actuator. Sure, Herd does help.
Lets us chain it when we play the wing actuator, and the Princess Mask gives us a lot of power too.
Yeah, this is all aggro right here. Yeah. Okay, so let's
Animoy says Castle of Friendship. Those are already there.
Yeah. What was the name of the changeling?
Arista.
Arista.
Did I spell it correctly? Yes, I did.
Ivory, what are you thinking here? What else should we be including?
While I'm looking through some of the resources, I feel like Sweetie Belle has to be the main here.
Just for maximum infuriation.
So I feel it's either Sweetie Belle or it is Ocellus.
Well, depending on what else we add friend-wise, I'm not even sure if Ocellus would even do much with the deck.
Ocellus helps if we're trying to go aggro.
If we go control, I want to put in Desert Road and make like 5 Desert Roads.
So we're at 4 colors?
Desert Road is not unique.
How many colors can we go?
We're currently at 3 colors. We're at blue, yellow, and white.
If we add Desert Road, it'll be 4.
The Werefox says, how about Changeling Queen for the main? If you're talking about the white Chrysalis from Absolute Discord, that is unfortunately outside of core.
And Changeling Pretender.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, if we want the extra colors, like starting with Trading Traditions.
Uh-huh. It's not a bad option.
I like Sweetie Belle in that it gives us repeatable Adoring Fans, which gives us repeatable Stygians.
It also could potentially be repeatable limb actuators if we're going to be dismissing those to uniqueness.
That's true. Getting limb actuator back again and again would be nice, although we can make some token copies, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's try it with Sweetie Belle for now.
Okay. Now, Sweetie Belle is less of an aggro main than Ocellus. It also means that Thimble doesn't really make sense.
Probably means who doesn't make sense?
Thimble? The change.
The yellow-white changeling.
Yellow-white. White-yellow. No, it's white-yellow because...
white-yellow. Yes.
It matters so much.
Mechanical Disarray asks, how good is a Thorax deck? Depends on what you're doing with it. Thorax is a perfectly fine changeling main, but he's got some serious competition. I think he's better at farming than Ocellus is, though. Let's definitely add some white Thoraxes, because that's going to be nice. In fact, I think if we're doing this, if we're going to run the Princess Mask, just having the full set of Thoraxes and both copies of Pharynx is probably pretty nice.
Do you also want the yellow Thoraxes?
No.
No? Okay.
Don't need no stinking
Both Pharynxes?
Both Pharynxes.
Okay.
Obligatory hissing.
It's Pharynx. Look, it's good Pharynx and Neon Bambi Pharynx.
The least traitorous of the traitors. He still gets a hiss.
He's still turned.
Correct.
Why are you adding and defend the hive immediately?
Because I like... Because changelings!
Defend the
I
hive
don't think
is amazing.
I don't think it actually goes in here, but it might.
It goes in the changeling deck, that's for sure.
Is this not a changeling deck?
I mean, it kind of is, but we want to do the Stygian thing.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably take them out, but I like it right now.
All right, that's fair. You can leave it in there right now.
I want to see what we have so far. Okay, so this is the ridiculousness we have so far. Do I want to miss main? That's the question.
It kind of feels like overkill, doesn't it? With Sweetie Belle as the main. Also, we have no ways to flip Sweetie Belle right now. We're gonna need some
How does
sticks.
she even flip?
Confront
to flip.
Which is part of the reason why running Changeling Pretender would be nice.
I don't know. Confront to flip is kind of easy now.
It does require another 9 card slots.
No, Arista counts as one of them.
It's going to be a turn 3 flip if we're running Lacking Lesson Plans.
Yeah. It's not turn 2. But your pressure to confront early right now has been reduced because of Lacking Lesson. Is it that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do think we should run Stick.
I mean, why not?
It's a resource, it's good, helps confront.
Well, I mean, you're never going to want to make a copy of it, but...
I mean, you might if you
If
really
you
want to
really
fight
wanna-
two opposing friends.
You're obviously copying your opponent's stick. Come on. Because we need so many sticks.
So many sticks.
I like.
Sticks?
I want this miss main.
Peck peck.
Why do you want Miss Main?
Because I want more recursion.
I actually think I like the Miss Main idea.
I don't think it really works, but
I mean, probably not, but it'd be funny.
it would be. I like this like random yellow card just hanging out. I guess it's 2 random yellow cards, but now one thing I do like. What's our yellow rec? Our real yellow rec. See, the herd has 3, which means that however much I love
Fire Friendship.
I don't think it works.
It's kind of a hard sell, admittedly.
It's so good against Tempest.
Kevin, that's pretty cool. Or I'm sorry, the Werefrog. That's pretty cool that you saw this Changeling deck win because it copied Stick with Stygian.
Nice.
Do we want to run Kevin
for entry?
Because it is a Changeling.
And then actually go yellow, maybe.
Oh, don't want to go yellow. But it's up to Cheese. It's Cheese's list.
I mean, if we're going aggro, then we should probably pivot the thing into yellow and Kevin and then Timble.
Yeah, and then probably Ocellus is the main as well.
I don't know how to spell Timble.
Tymbal.
Okay.
Like symbol. But Timble.
I mean, Ocellus and Sweetie have the same flip condition. Oh wait, I need to switch over what I'm looking at.
Yes, you do. Good job.
I guess I can just do this to look at the deck. Come back.
Let's make token copies of Wonderbolt's Runway.
Is that Pegasus eggs?
Yes.
It is Pegasus eggs.
No? This doesn't sound like a good plan.
This sounds great.
This
I
looks-
don't know what you're on about. This sounds
All right.
fantastic.
Now, I mean, let's. Okay. I got.
Yeah, okay. Space.
Space. And let's make Sweet Apple Acres and then copy it like a bunch of times.
I don't even remember what that does.
Okay, it's terrible.
Y-
That's the most terrible. Yes, let's make
Wow,
infinite
that
copies of that.
is- I
Don't let
now
your memes be
realize-
dreams, kids.
Okay, what are our problems?
I think in this case you're saying do let Ara's dreams be memes.
Wait, are you
Because-
running this? Only 6 methods of flipping on like turn 3?
What? No.
You've got your flip condition here is really bad.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Okay, sure. Well, I think that. Wait, are we running? We are running Ocellus. Okay, that's fine. Run, not down the drain.
I think
the
we
other
still
one
need
is.
to run trading traditions.
Really? We only have a few yellow cards.
I
We've got a
guess
ton
that's
of.
fine.
We got a ton of entry. Add the white problem, the thing that when you confront it lets you get a resource back from your discard pile.
Oh my god.
Fashion something.
Blindness.
Blindness.
No.
Sure.
Not
No.
that one.
No. The white one.
No, it's not.
No, not that one. Although that one's also fine. We have a lot of power.
Are you talking about Grand Opening?
Grand Opening, that's the one.
There it is.
Next to Down the Drain. Yeah. I love how this started off as let's build a Stygian deck for value, and it just kind of became, let's just play Changelings.
I mean, Stygian's still in there.
And he's still producing value.
It is still producing value, it's true.
And he's an honorary changeling,
Yes.
I guess.
I think
nice
every other card is a changeling.
So the nice thing here is, if we don't count the entry resources or the Castle of Friendship, then the other 9 resource cards that we have all make Ocellus bigger.
Do we want Strut Your Stuff? I think we do.
Probably.
friends with resources on them, and we have how many attachment resources?
9.
Herd, yeah.
Oh, let's run Cold Wave.
I don't have room for that, but
I think we should make room for it.
Cold Wave would be pretty funny here, admittedly.
I think we need 4 more problems.
Sure, run the white 2 bonus one, because it's really good, and we're going to have a lot of power. Fashion, yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I got it. And then searching high and low.
No, don't run searching high and low. Run, like, concerning cutie mark or something, I don't know.
Silverstream would like a word.
You mean Skystar?
No,
No.
I mean Silverstream.
I made Silverstream.
Alright, searching high and low.
1.
1 searching high and low, 1 concerning cutie mark. We have the defend the hives in there too. This is actually kind of funny. All of the resources that Stygian can copy, apart from our entry, are like pretty good.
Yeah.
This is amusing.
Okay, so like,
We can steal opposing friends,
yes,
and we can frighten them, and that is our only way to interact with them. We are apparently in full mindless aggro mode tonight.
yes.
I'm always in mindless aggro mode.
So, the Werefrog suggests the yellow problem that the greatest power of opposing friends can't contribute power, and it's actually opposing characters, but the problem with that is...
We have no yellow friends.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have one.
The best thing we've really got is Timble, and we can make our main yellow as well, but it's generally always best to build your problem deck around what you're always going to have.
Timble can be big. He can be up to...
She can be up to
15 power, I think.
No,
13 power.
No, we can go bigger than that. Because we can also
we
use
can
all
cybernetic.
3 Stygians. No, we can also use all 3 Stygians and all 3 copies of Herd of Adoring Fans on the Stygian to make 9 Princess Masks, so that's 36, 39, 40 power Timble.
Plus a cybernetic?
No, that's counting cybernetic.
Okay. Yes, we can have big Thimble.
And really, really want that face-off.
And then your opponent frightens Timble, and then you are sad.
Yes.
Or
sounds like we do need orange. Let's grab Alyssa.
Or Skystar wants to talk about shells.
And then your opponent plays Berry Punch and steals your Timble. And then you're like, oh god.
Then you have a problem.
Oh, why?
We could have prevented this.
Oh god, no. Sure, whatever. This is fun and amusing. I like
This is fine.
This is fine.
I should build this.
And bring it to...
Yes. Sadly, I don't think this is quite...
No. No, it's not. Alright, chat, you know what time it is. Give us a name.
Time?
Oh, steal Timble to belly flop it into your Stygian for ultimate salt. We need a name, chat. Werefrog had a good one last time. Railer Shy says Desert Road and Bats. There are lots of ways that you can build a Stygian deck, but this is not a control version of Stygian. If it was a control version of Stygian, there's many other choices we would include.
And I actually think that control would have been better here.
It would have,
now,
but this is more amusing.
Yeah.
Well, but someone wanted yellow.
Hey, I saw the cybernetic wing actuator, and I saw Heart of Adoring Fans, and I was like, aggro.
He actually just wanted to run Defend the Hive.
I mean,
That's
the whole point of this deck.
You thought it was a Stygian deck, but it was me. Defend the Hive.
Yes.
Changeling it up.
Let's see, how many URs? Just the 3?
Changeling Room?
And then
Changing Room?
The 3 super rares? Not too many special cards in this deck. And like staff is not a requirement in this deck.
Let me just
good.
change that real quick.
It helps with confronting as well as being just staff.
I mean, as it always does. Okay, so we got this deck. Do we have time for another one?
I have time if we can get a quick suggestion from chat.
I think as
Or
long
if
as it's a
Ivory
quick
has
one.
Cutie Mark Acquisition Program.
It's just Cutie Mark combo. We built that before.
Cutie Mark Acquisition Program.
Did this one get...
It did not. It also needs a name. Are we going with Changeling it up? Or do we want like Changeling Room or Costume of Changeling?
It needs to reference...
A Changeling of Clothes.
Sure.
What do we pick one of those?
A changeling of clothes.
Sure, a Changeling of Clothes.
Changeling Acquisition Program.
I feel like we're at a standstill on the name.
I think we picked one. I think we're fine.
Alright, we're going with the Changeling of Clothes. No, Rayler, we did not. Oh, Rayler won something pink and white for the last deck. Ferry asked if we did blue, purple, or blue, white. Yes, actually, the first deck was blue, purple.
Yeah. Pink white.
There's the original list again.
Have we done pink white for Friends Forever yet?
Nope. Well, yes,
Yes.
but we're not talking about that deck.
Spoilers. It's Silverstream and she still wants to see the world burn.
Spoilers, it's not Silverstream, it's Capper, and Silverstream wishes she could burn the world as hard as Capper does.
Okay, let's do pink white then.
The obvious main choice is Cruise Director.
Oh no, Ivory! Why?
Okay, so Cruise Director, 3 sticks. Obviously,
Alright,
Hey, you're the one who invited me.
Cruise Director it is.
Oh,
What does she do? She just like makes earth ponies?
That's
Yeah.
all she does.
During a face-off, right? It's only during a face-off?
Yes.
You have stick. It's perfect.
Oh my god, this is the worst! You're gonna lose the face-off every time!
Who
Why?
cares? You have a pony
Because
token.
you have to exhaust her to make the
No, but you
token.
can do it during any time, including
it's just
after
immediate.
you've
After
won the face off.
Alright, sure.
it's okay.
It's like Ghetto Gallus.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, we obviously need to go orange because the that apple bloom,
And it needs
right?
Sopranos because Sopranos go in every pink white deck.
Are we doing pink white or are we doing earth ponies? I'd rather do earth ponies, but if we have to do
Fine.
pink white, that's fine.
Well, I don't know.
Actually,
We said
no.
pink white.
You know what?
Tricolor.
Utopia actually asked for earth ponies back before we started our stream in Skype.
Sure.
So we'll do earth ponies.
Fine.
If for no other reason, so I don't have to sit here and look at Cruise Director in the same deck as Soprano.
I mean, we could fit white into it.
We'll just go tricolor. It'll be fine.
Oh my god.
We're already running Cruise
Okay, so
Director.
what's
Who cares
our,
now?
I'm washing my hands of this madness.
what's our earth ponies?
Where's the
Ivory,
apple bloom?
Ivory, take lead on this.
Just everything that says Harmony Earth Pony, just add it.
You're gonna have to give me a
Backup
list.
dancers.
Yeah, Backup Dancers is definitely in here. Berry Punch and Orange Swirl is definitely in here. Apple Bloom is definitely in here.
I need to get the Royal Archive up.
Oh god, this is the worst. Who said Cruise Director? Who
I
Oh,
else?
did.
they all go in there. Amazing. Okay, so
I'll
here's
take
part of
credit
our
for
deck.
Cruise Director.
Okay, we're now taking all bad suggestions from chat. Come on, what you got?
This is like that robot video I linked last night. This is exactly like that robot video I linked last night.
Go share with the class.
Don't take suggestions from chat, guys. It's a bad idea. Chat wants to see the world burn. The sad thing is, since we're running Cruise Director, I think it's the one main that you may actually consider running the other Applejack and Pinkie Pie from the new set because it starts a face-off.
Where's
It's-
the
Backdrop builders?
Yes, it's so infuriating.
Yeah, where's that berry punch?
I don't know. We're gonna run Berry Punch as well.
I feel like we need to run Party Hard here.
We are absolutely running Party Hard.
Can we wait. Hold on.
What?
Can we make this Sequestria block legal and run? No, crap.
I think we can actually make it Sequestria. Well, with the exception of Cruise Director.
Ah.
Sorry, what was it? You wanted not backup dancers. Rave.
Ravers.
Ravers? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one.
Okay, so what does our deck actually do so far?
It makes Earth Ponies, and then it party hards.
So, opposing friends lose and can't gain abilities.
To party hard.
Has a centric one for each of your Earth Pony characters. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Are you running Grandmares?
Yes!
Yep.
Oh,
The requirement was everything that says Harmony Earth Pony.
Wait. Where's
Okay.
where's the berry punch?
Draw a card for each of your Earth Ponies.
Yes. The Werefrog says that dilemma that creates Earth Ponies, so we definitely do need a bunch of whatever that is, banquet banking? Or no, that's the problem. Which we're also going to run.
We still need the problem.
Awkward Quinceanera?
No, well, we could run that one as well, but that's a really high rec.
Party
Awkward.
crop or something, right?
Party something, I can't remember what it is.
Friendship Festival setup?
Yeah, that's the one.
What is this madness we're building?
I don't know. Also, I'm going to say maybe Party Favor. In fact, I'm definitely going to say Party Favor because we're running Pie from the Sky.
Which party favor?
The High Magic one. That one, the middle one, the pie eating contest one, not that one.
I already got it. You're so slow.
Okay. It's on a 10-second delay. Isn't there a cheese sandwich that pumps with Earth Ponies? I don't know. Let's take a look.
There's the one from Sequestria that puts an Earth Pony into play.
Yes. If you pay 1 AT.
It's terrible.
It's really bad.
Oh, this card has
It
plus
also
1 power
has
for each
plus
of your
1
other
power.
Earth Pony characters.
Ooh.
It's really bad.
We'll come back.
Okay, so how many token Earth Ponies are we actually making here? Ravers, Party Favor, backup dancers, Pinkie Pie Cruise Director.
So here's the problem. We never want to double confront. Or maybe we do. I don't know.
We have sorry.
You know what this needs?
We're gonna sorry stamp to dismiss an opposing friend, and then dismiss an opposing friend with 8 cost.
Yep, seems good.
This needs breakdown.
Sure. Add some Applejacks in there.
The entry one.
Yeah, the entry one, and then we can add breakdown, and you could add some grubbers while you're at it. All right, I'm going to look at every card in core that has Earth Pony in its text. We've got most of them.
Yep.
Let's add the EO Apple Bloom. I don't think we're going to be for want of cards in hand, so let's do that.
The Remarkable.
Yeah. We could drop Grubber.
I like Grubber.
Also, our entry is awful. We're going to need to start with Trading Traditions.
Yep.
Our entry is really bad.
Not seeing the problem.
Okay, what are our problems?
Entry.
What's the create changeling token problem?
That's infiltrating the hive, but you're also going to want awkward Quinceanera because it makes Earth Ponies. And you'll probably also want Rodeo Ruckus because it draws cards and the opponent discards cards.
We have no resource removal.
Nope, sure don't.
Seems good. Don't worry about it.
Can we drop the cheese sandwich, please? And add Big Mac?
That's what I have to do.
Please? We're also at 48 cards.
Also okay.
Nope, we're going to 53. Keep this train rolling.
I was about to say.
No.
Okay.
54.
No, it's 53.
One single
53
copy of
card
something
deck.
else.
We only take 2 more of something.
The Werefrog says add cheese sandwich back in because they met Weird Al.
So I never took them out, so.
Okay. 2 more cards to go to 53. Commentary as Magic does not
Princess
endorse
Big
playing
Back.
decks with 53 cards. Sure. It is technically an Earth Pony.
Is it? Alicorn Earth Pony?
It is an Alicorn Earth Pony. It doesn't exhaust anything. I'd rather run, like, Double Diamond.
That might actually be good, yeah. What is this deck trying to do? I have no idea.
It makes Earth Ponies.
If you get that party hard, it'll all be worth it.
I mean, kind of.
Get
Probably not, but it's
53
fine.
card Cruise Director deck.
Can we drop the Grubbers?
Leo, we have your new deck.
Drop the Grubbers. They're not Earth Ponies and they don't make Earth Ponies.
But
DJ's not an Earth Pony either.
Yeah, Breakdown's not one either.
Oh. Well, drop the DJs and the Grubbers and add, like, Catajacks. And, like, Entry.
Holiday Spirit, I guess. I don't know.
No, Orange Entry.
Who cares about Orange Entry?
We need Orange Entry. Run.
Wait, no. What's his name?
Do Philly AJ. It's
I forgot
tiny.
the name. I forgot the name of the card. The stupid. Oh no, I know.
What are you about to do? What madness are you up to?
Full steam.
Sure. We're not. No. New Full Steam. Professor Fossil.
No, full steam.
Why not both?
Because it's not core legal.
No,
Well,
sorry.
Mechanically, it is core legal.
These are just proxies.
It's a proxy. We have this rare from Premiere, but we don't have this common from Friends Forever.
Seems good.
Use Professor Fossil. We talked so much crap on Professor Fossil.
Yeah, I think she deserves at least, like, a little
spot.
bit of time.
Okay, we're still
Spot in a
53
Cruise
cards, so we're
Director
good.
deck?
Yep, seems good.
What is our flip condition anyway? Confronting?
Yeah, yes.
You're
Good luck
implying-
doing that.
Oh my
You're-
god.
You're
Okay.
implying we're going to flip.
I would like us to flip.
We should probably take. Okay, if we want to flip, take the Applejacks. No, that's our orange. Take something out and put Aloe in.
Aloe is technically an Earth Pony. This is a very good point.
But it doesn't help us flip because none of our stuff has 4 rec.
Get rid of that infiltrating garbage and put lacking lesson plans.
It's true.
But we need the color entry.
Put lacking lesson plans in there and run Aloes. In place of cheese sandwich.
Fine.
Oh, this is madness. Next, we're going to build a workbench that automatically knocks over everything you were working on every 10 minutes.
You didn't share with the class.
I can't share that video with the class.
That's true. Okay.
The hate of Cheese Sandwich is that it is a 3-power character, or a 3-cost character for a printed 1-power that, like, yeah, it's fine.
It's gonna be a big boy.
He's gonna be thick, but, like, how many Earth Ponies are we actually gonna be keeping around? That's the problem. Okay, drop 1 Catajack and add a cheese sandwich, because the Werefrog did make some good suggestions here. We'll keep 1 cheese sandwich in.
Isn't Catajack terrible for us?
Yes, absolutely she is. But
Everything else in the
Catajack,
deck is terrible for us too. I'm not seeing the problem here.
Catajack comes in and is like, no, too many Earth Ponies here, start over. And you're like, okay. Besides, it's actually only terrible if we don't play it. If we play it before we play Party Hard. If we Party Hard first, it's great.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, it is pink-white.
As much as I want to agree with you for the sake of saying that we built a pink-white deck like Raylar asked us to, Aloe was colorless.
Oh, you want to start that war again. All right.
Hithrock isn't here. I hope he doesn't find this part of the video.
Aging Hithrock, aisle 3.
There you go!
See, but Leo can no longer play this deck because it doesn't have Ravers. Sorry, not Ravers. It does have Ravers. It doesn't have Breakdown.
Ugh. A roll in the mud? Is that what we're calling this?
Yes.
Alright, give me the link. Alright. Well, I'm about all deck builded out.
Hold on. I have a thing.
What's your thing?
I have a thing. I need to save the file. I might have been doing a thing. Hold on.
What have you been doing? What are you doing?
I'm making a thing. What kind of thing? You'll see. Just wait.
Okay, well, while we're here, should we talk a little bit more about the upcoming store championships?
Sure.
Okay. First off, thank you for all the suggestions and the participation here in chat. It was a lot of fun. Live deck building is something that we haven't generally done a whole lot in the past, but it is a lot of fun. We have done it with Blitz ponies before, and that's always interesting to see. Anyway. Oh, hold on. Or link the thing.
I tried to link it. God, why is it doing that? It's being weird.
Okay. If you haven't heard already, store championships are coming up here in a couple weekends in February. There was a forum that we linked at the beginning of the chat. We can link it here again when we find it. You have the option to either run your event on the weekend of the 15th, 16th, and 17th of February, or the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. You also have the choice as for what format you would like your store championship to be run in. You can either run it in core, or you can run it in Harmony. If you do run it in core, I would probably not suggest playing the Earth Pony deck that we just linked.
But if you're in Harmony,
then it's totally fine.
So what you're saying is I'm taking Cruise Director to Store Champs?
There we go.
One sec. Let me post that.
That's a nice token.
Except it's white. I forgot to fix the... hold on.
Hold on. Don't post it yet.
Wait, no, too late.
No.
Anyway.
They're pink, right? Okay, yes.
Yes, they are pink.
There's also a line of pixels on the side.
Yeah.
Can you find the link for the store championship submission thing again? I think it's back there in chat somewhere. Okay, there it is. If you haven't already filled out that form, please make sure you do so after you speak with your local game store. If you do not have a local game store that is willing to host this event, which most of them should be willing to, it is at no cost to them. In fact, we'll even provide them the material they need. Then you can just send us an email through our normal method of contact, which is commentaryismagicteam@gmail.com. And we'll be happy to work something out. How much time do you need to change it to pink, Aura?
Let's see. I think I need to change that too. There's something else I'm missing here. Wait, does that change color? This is really funny because all this stuff is named pink, so I should have these things in the right color, but I don't for some reason.
Stalling for time. Okay, Ivory, if you were held at gunpoint and told to play one of the decks that we built tonight.
Is this even a question?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You mean I have to pick any of these decks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rayler's deck is also acceptable.
I mean, I should probably pick the Changeling deck, but for sheer madness, I'm going with Cruise Director. You can't stop me.
I would actually build the first 2 decks. I don't think I would build the third one.
I would not build the third one. I would change the third one to include Grubber and Breakdown and Desert Roads and change the problem deck and far fewer Earth Pony cards.
And change
then
my main.
And add white and change the main to Skystar and run it at Continentals. I would definitely do that.
Why would you do that? That takes all the fun out of it.
It does take a lot of fun out of it. I would like to see exactly how high the Earth Pony count could get up to, though.
Off the table?
No, you know what that deck needs? It needs Carbo Loaders.
It needs exact duplicate.
Carbo Loaders.
It does need Carbo Loader, actually.
You're not losing that face-off.
You are not losing that face-off. Judge, I flipped... Actually, so in that deck with Carbo Loader, there is a very real possibility you might be able to reorder your entire deck.
What if your opponent is using Fume?
Then you are sad pony.
What does Fume say?
You can only ready one character.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah, well, you just kill all your tokens and make new ones.
Sure, that's what Catajack's in there for.
I mean, that also solves the... Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, there. I fixed the stupid line on the side just for you.
Okay. Are we ready? Can we post the thing?
No. I have to upload it again.
Sigh.
Is it going to be at a new Earl?
Yes, of course it is. I can't make things easy for you. There it is. Do it. Do the thing. Whatever. I probably got something wrong on here, but it's close enough.
Sure. It looks fine.
It even has flavor text.
There we go. If you are a madman like Ivory and you want to play Cruise Director.
Does he have a pin-on cutie mark?
Yep.
All of them do. There are
tokens. Yeah, this was that episode. Okay.
Granny Smith is just done. Shockingly, they are actually all Earth ponies, so...
I don't know. That one up there could be hiding one in this hat.
I think he's hiding a horn, yeah.
Unicorn Spy.
That's how Unicorn do. Or that's how Unicorn works. That's it. It's a new meme. I'm still getting used to it. Okay.
There's found a unicorn. Cheaters.
With all that being said, that will finally wrap up our discussion and stream for today. We would like to give a big shout out to all of our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for your regular support. And if you aren't currently a patron and you enjoy the madness that we do, please consider donating. Doing so does enable us to continue making content like this and putting on events where we give out a bunch of product. Like, store championships.
Cough plug.
Cough, shameless plug. If you have comments or questions you'd like to send our way, or if you're just interested in hearing about what we're working on for the future, there are many ways you can stay in contact. We have our Patreon, as mentioned previously, but you can also reach us through Facebook, Twitter, and email. Patrons at or above the $5 per month level also get access to our Slack channel, where you can chat live with us any day, anytime. I think half the guys here were up till like 6 a.m. last night.
I didn't actually sleep last night, but that was for different reasons.
Is that why you pushed the cruise director thing?
No.
No.
The coffee's why I pushed the cruise director thing.
Ah, that's fair. Okay. That does make more sense from Pinky's perspective.
So much coffee. Like, you have no idea how much coffee.
It's all the drugs.
Do we have the patron slide? Did we already do the patron slide?
Maybe.
Okay. If you're looking to watch any of our previous videos, including tournament recordings, you can find them on our YouTube channel, which is linked in the sidebar, and please make sure to subscribe so we can actually have a channel URL that makes some amount of sense. Can we link the stuff in the sidebar?
Yeah. I have to go press buttons. That one. There we go.
There we go. Perfect. With all that said, thank you to each and every one of our viewers, both here now and watching this recording later. Especially you, Hithrock. We are, as always, Commentary is Magic. I am, as always, Grandpaws.
Big Cheese.
Target and
Ivory Starlight with the worst ideas ever.
No, these ideas are great.
I think you mean best ideas ever.
It's not Stwixy, so it's an improvement over last time.
Oh,
Wait.
joy.
No, it's not. It's inferior to the Twilight deck. I will have you...
The mono Twilight deck is pretty good, admittedly. We'll have to share that one next time.
Just needs a main.
Speaking of next time, we'll be back in 2 weeks, talking a little bit about what our plans are.
Our plans are for what?
Cut off there.
What we're going to run at Store Championships.
Yeah. Dude, I don't even know.
I don't even know either. I guess we have to figure it out in the next 2 weeks.
Unicorns.
Okay, good luck.
By the way, no time limit. That's the 3.
What?
No.
No.
Judge.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.